Good afternoon, and here we are for the 5th day of 555, for the last day of the breathworks that I've been sharing with you. And I'll just wait a few minutes to see if people can pop on. What a beautiful, beautiful day it's been, and so warm. Really, really been appreciating it before the this fearsome cold weather that apparently is about to descend upon us comes. The wind's so warm, it's just been absolutely beautiful. So really, really been appreciating that. And I went out for the most lovely walk in nature earlier, and beautiful warm wind blowing the leaves on the trees, and just so lovely to connect in that way. So, oh, hello, Dawn. Lovely to see you. So I'm just going to dive straight in, and I hope that people will they'll join in if they're able to, and catch it on replay later if not. So I just wanted to do a little recap of the 5 days, and where we've been looking at different ways of using the breath, how we can manipulate the breath, how we can use the breath to really make that connection with ourself, our inner self. Yeah. And actually, when I use the word manipulate's often a word that's misconstrued and not thought of as in a very positive way, but I mean it in a way where we can literally change the breath, and then that, by changing the breath, that can change and manipulate how we're feeling inside. So it's not manipulation in a negative way, it's manipulation in a positive way. And how with the breathwork meditations, in just 3 minutes of a breathwork, we can totally change our perspective. And that's what I really love about Kundalini and about these breathwork meditations that we can do. And these 5 days have just been a little insight into what it's like to do these breathworks. Kundalini has many meditations that also have with mantra, and there's just thousands and thousands of different things that you can do with it. But as I say, this I just wanted to share with you because this was a few of my favorite ones, although as I said yesterday, they turned out to be more than 5, because there were ones that I just wanted to really share with you. And it's really important not to underestimate the impact of the Kundalini breathwork. So it's a powerful tool, powerful in a good way, and to have the intention before you do the breathwork, and then to really keep your focus on it while you're doing it. And also, what I was thinking about earlier was that, some of these breathworks over the days you might remember, some of them you won't, some you will feel more drawn to than others. And that's fine. I think that's really normal. I mean, I know myself when I go and do if I'm doing a course or a training or whatever it might be in any area, there are certain elements that I'll really pick up on and I'll hold on to and think, oh yeah, that's amazing. That's a great idea. And then there are other elements that just don't stay with me, but maybe a few weeks down the line or a month down the line, they'll suddenly come back into my awareness again. And that, for my understanding of that, is that's then when I'm ready to embrace that part of it as well. Because we've talked about quite a lot over these 5 days. So as I say, there's a lot to think about. And really the main thing is the growing of relationship with self. So today I'm going to share a couple of breathworks with you. In fact, I'm going to share 2 breathworks, and then I'm going to do a breathwork meditation with you to finish off with. And oh, hello, Poppy. How lovely. Oh, I'm so glad you found this. I was just doing a little introduction, and then we're going to start doing the breathworks. So before we start, let's just sit with your hands just on your knees. Sit with your feet on the ground, closing your eyes. If you're sitting on a mat, that's fine, just sit cross-legged. Inhaling and exhaling through the mouth. And as you inhale so that your tummy is coming out, your navel is expanding. And then as you exhale, you're pulling your navel towards your spine. So inhaling, feeling your navel coming out, feeling your diaphragm expanding, and then exhaling through the mouth, bringing the navel back towards the spine. And just keep breathing in that way for a few moments. Becoming aware as well of your energy, how you're feeling mentally, physically, emotionally. Just noticing if there's any stiffness or tightness in the body, breathing that out, breathing into it, and exhaling it out. And continuing to breathe in that way, and remembering that nothing else matters at this time. We're just here for this short time together and to increase our flow of breath and to spend this time just learning, and so that I can just share these things with you. Okay, and inhaling and exhaling. So the first breath work that opening your eyes. The first breath work that I would like to share with you is called Sitali Pranayam. And it's a really, really lovely breath work for strengthening our relationship with ourselves, strengthening our energy. It's also a very cooling breath because it works on the liver. And in Kundalini, the understanding is that our liver holds on to anger and frustration. So this is a really lovely, you don't have to just do Sitali Pranayam when you're feeling angry or frustrated, but it is a really lovely cooling breath to do. And it gives us strength, it gives us vitality. And again, just to do it for 3 minutes can really change how you are feeling. So it's a funny breath work because you roll your tongue into a sausage. So if you can roll your tongue into a sausage, that's great. And we're going to inhale through the rolled tongue and we're going to exhale through the nose. If you can't roll your tongue into a sausage, which I know some people can't, it's a bit like some people can roll their tongues and make their tongue into a flower, and I've never been able to do that. If you can't roll your tongue into a sausage, then just put your tongue out and breathe over the tongue. Okay? This also is a really nice breath work to do first thing in the morning. You could just do 26 rounds of it. So inhaling and exhaling is one. And just to start your day, to just give you vitality for the day. Okay? So today I'm going to set a timer for us while we do it. Okay? So closing your eyes, you can have your hands in Gyan Mudra if you like, with your thumb and your forefinger together, which is wisdom and knowledge, having them on your lap. You can have your palms just facing up, just feeling the energy that's around you. Okay? So closing your eyes, rolling your tongue, sticking it out very slightly, or just sticking your tongue out if you're not rolling it, and inhaling through your rolled tongue. And exhaling through your nose. That's lovely. Keep going. So really become aware of the breath on your tongue, what it feels like, the coolness of it. Really visualize the breath going down into your body, your belly expanding slightly, and then the warmth of the breath as it comes out. Keeping your eyes closed, rolling your eyes up to your third eye if you're able to, between your eyebrows. And as the breath work goes on, you'll find that your breath will really start to deepen. So let your breath lengthen with each breath. That's lovely. Keep going. You might find that your tongue tastes a little bit bitter, but that's quite normal, so don't worry about that. It's about getting toxins out of the body. That's lovely. Keep going. We're just over halfway there. Really slowing your breath right down. That's lovely. Keep going. Just over 30 seconds to go. Really keeping your focus. Last 10 seconds. And inhale. Just suspend the breath slightly at the top. And exhale. Now, keeping your eyes closed, just notice the energy in your body. Feel the oxygen in your blood, in your cells. Letting your breath settle back into the into its natural rhythm. And then inhale and exhale and open your eyes. Okay, so the next breath I want to share with you, some of you will know already, breath of fire, also known as Agni Pran, and also known as Kapalabhati in other yogas as well. So breath of fire is a very, very energizing breath. It brings peace and relaxation internally. It releases toxins and deposits from the lungs and from the mucous linings and from the blood vessels. It expands our lungs and increases the flow of blood. It energizes us. It increases oxygen delivery to our brain. I mean, it's just incredible, which in turn generates a more focused and intelligent and neutral state of mind. So it's a really, really lovely breath. I do this breath a lot. And even if I'm out sometimes, or I'm between meetings or things like that, I will do breath of fire because it just brings you back into being centered. So it's a bit of a funny one to do if you've not done before, but the way to start it is, hi Angela, the way to start it, if you're not familiar with it, is to stick your tongue out and it's like panting. So you're pulling your navel towards your spine with the exhale, okay? So if you keep doing, then pop your tongue into your mouth and continue the breath through your nose. Okay, the really important thing to not do is to inhale and then do the breath and then exhale, because actually you don't want that, because then you get to a point where you can't actually breathe. So you want the breath to be the breath of fire. So the inhale just comes completely naturally, okay? So starting with the panting, taking your tongue in, and then exhaling through your nose. And you'll find the inhale will come quite naturally. So it's really your navel area that's doing the work. Okay, so there's some people say if you're in the first 2 to 3 days for a woman on your moon cycle, you're better not to do it. And then some people say it doesn't make a difference. I think go intuitively with it. The reason people say it is because apparently it can increase the flow of your cycle. So I think just you go intuitively with that and see what feels right for you. Okay, if it doesn't feel right to do breath of fire, then just do some long, deep breathing while we're doing this exercise. Okay, so closing your eyes, inhaling and exhaling, and then beginning the breath of fire, either panting with your tongue first if that's easier, or just going straight into your nose. Now, I do breath of fire quite quickly. I don't know if you can hear me doing the breath of fire. So you do it at your own pace, yeah? Start slowly and then build it up. That's lovely. Keep going. Keeping your eyes closed. Your focus is up to your third eye. And again, you might have a feeling of a sort of metallic-y taste in your mouth, which again is quite normal. It's just toxins coming out of the body. So that's quite normal, so don't worry about it. And also let your face soften while you're doing it. Really let your face soften, because it brings peace and relaxation internally. You know how much your energy can change if you see somebody and you smile at them, or they smile at you, your whole energy changes, yeah? If somebody drives past and gets crossed in their car and you smile, it changes the whole energy of it. So while you're practicing this breath work, because it can take a lot to concentrate on it, while you're practicing this breath work, really allow your face to soften. That's lovely. Keep going. We've just got under a minute to go. It's lovely. Last 20 seconds. Really keep your focus. And inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale. Keeping your eyes closed. Again, just notice your energy. Just assess how you're feeling. Feeling the expansion of your lungs, feeling also the increase of oxygen that's then in your body and rushing around your body. Feel the increase in dopamine, which is what it activates in us, which is the feel-good, happy hormone. and inhale and exhale, and then opening your eyes. Great. Okay, so now we're going to do the last breath work, which is a meditation to conquer self-animosity. So self-animosity is about, there is all the creativity within inside us, but the only person that gets in the way is ourselves. So, the greatest enemy is self. And it seems to just be the challenge that we have when we're here, and how to work through it. So it's self-defeating activities when we don't accept ourselves, or we criticize ourselves and judge ourselves, and actually, it really brings our energy down. So I wanted to share this meditation with you, this breathwork meditation. For those of you that have seen yesterday's, the breath is very, very similar to yesterday's, but slightly different. But the hand mudra is different. So you're going to relax your hands beside you so that your elbows are just gently in at your waist. You can't quite see me, but that's sort of like this, in at your waist. And then your arms are going out parallel, out in front of you. Then bring your hands towards each other. Bring your fingers into fists inside here, okay? And then bring the fists together, so they're like that. And then bring the thumbs together, okay? And you're going to hold this at your heart center. Okay. So you want to also bring a slight neck lock, which is when you bring your chin in very slightly, and you'll straight away feel it will elongate your spine. Okay. So the breath work for this, the breath movement for this, is inhaling through the nose, exhaling completely through the mouth, through a soft mouth. Inhaling deeply and smoothly through the mouth, and exhaling through the nose. So holding your hand mudra at your heart center, and your eyes are looking at the tip of your nose. Inhaling through the nose, exhale completely through a soft mouth. Inhaling through the mouth, exhaling through the nose. That's lovely. Keep going. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling completely through the mouth. Inhaling through the mouth, exhaling through the nose. Keeping your focus on the tip of your nose, and if that's difficult to do, on the tips of your thumbs. With having the eyes in this position, it helps keep the mind neutral. That's lovely. Keep going. We're halfway there. It felt like a really lovely breath work to do this one today as well, because it's around our own creativity, and the energy at the moment with the full moon is all around our creativity. What is it that we long to create inside that we just don't seem to quite get through that block to do it, or something stops us? So it felt like a really good breath work to do today with you. just to be in the energy of the weekend, really, and encourage that creativity to grow. It's lovely. Keep going. Just over 30 seconds to go. Really keeping your focus on your breath. And inhale. And now stretch your arms up above your head, keeping your shoulders down, but just stretching your fingers towards the ceiling with your eyes closed. Holding the breath and exhaling, but holding the hands up. And inhale. Just really stretch up, stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale. Just bring your arms down beside you with your eyes closed. Just let your breath settle. Think about all that wonderful creativity inside you. What does it look like? Is it painting? Is it cooking? Is it speaking another language? Is it gardening? Whatever it is that you really love to do. And then inhale and exhale and open your eyes. So those are the breathworks for today, and thank you so much for joining me. And yes, and that's it now. The 5 days. I really hope that you have enjoyed doing them. I have really enjoyed doing them. I've really enjoyed sharing them with you and actually revisiting some of them, but that I know there, but that I haven't done for a while. So I also said that for people who joined live, if any of you would like a oracle card, I would love to pull a card for you. So I don't know if it's best if you just put a comment, because I appreciate it's now just come out to 5 o'clock, and so we're going to run over slightly. But if you're happy to stay, then I will do this for you now. So wait a minute, let me just have a look. Dawn. I'm going to pull a card for you, Dawn. So these are from a deck that I really love, which are Work Your Light, the Rebecca Campbell cards. Ooh, interesting. So Dawn, you seem to have 2 cards that wanted to come out. I hope you can see these. One is Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. And the other one is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So those cards are for you, Dawn. So I hope they resonate with you. I hope that, in fact, what I'll do is I will take a photograph of them in case you want me to send them to you later. I hope they resonate with you. And yeah, walk with those cards, walk with those words, yeah. And then Poppy, I will draw a card for you. So your card is Pleiades. It's double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Oops. Channeling and uplifting humanity, which I know is something that you do with your wonderful work. So that's really, I hope that resonates with you as well. and something equally to just think about and to walk with for the rest of today and tomorrow, and just think about that card. I'll take a photo of that as well, just in case any of you suddenly message me and say, what was my card? And then Angela. So Angela, your card is Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. And I hope that resonates with you in some way. And again, as I've said previously, just be curious about it, just walk with it. And ancestral patterns are always fascinating. And if you're a friend of Dawn's, then I know that you'll know things and probably talk to her about things like that. So ancestral patterns are amazing because the stuff that we carry forward in ourselves from our ancestors is phenomenal. And some of it serves us and some of it doesn't. And so, yeah, rewriting the future. How wonderful. How exciting is that? So if there's anybody else on here who would like a card who I can't see. Oh, Jen, hi. Yes, woohoo. I hadn't scrolled down on my thing, so I didn't. Oh, Poppy, yeah, just a small job then, yeah. Yeah, love that. Okay. Jen, your card is Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So I hope that resonates with you as well. I know that there's huge transformation going on. So yeah, that's really, really lovely. So again, I hope that fits with you, makes sense to you, and yeah, again, walking with the energy of the cards. Yeah. So, sorry, did the wrong bit. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really enjoyed doing these. I really hope that you enjoy the breaths and enjoy doing some of them, or playing around with them. Or Deborah Short. Yes, hello, Deborah. Hang on. And if you have any questions at all about any of the breathworks that we've been doing, please get in touch with me. You can find me obviously via Facebook. You can find me through my website, juliamelville.com. Yeah, so I'm around and about. And I also teach, if you're interested in finding out more about Kundalini Yoga, I teach via Zoom at the minute, which actually I'm going to continue doing because it means I've had people from Australia join, which is so fabulous. So people from all around the world can join. I teach on a Wednesday morning at 9:30 and on a Friday morning at 7 o'clock in the morning till 8:15. So Wednesdays 9:30 till 11. So you're very welcome to join me, and you'll find the information on my website. Okay, so Deborah. For you, Deborah, it's the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Look at how that lady, that goddess, I'll call her, her arms are opening, and what's coming out of her heart is that just incredible rose. So I really hope that resonates with you, for you being the ever unfolding rose that you are. Yeah. And then ahead of the rose are all those possibilities that then are opening up. So I hope that hope that resonates with you. So yeah, thank you. Satnam. And yeah, I'll maybe do these again in a week or two. I'll see how I go. But as I say, thank you so much for joining me, and have the most beautiful evening and a lovely rest of the weekend. Bye bye.